Yes, yo, we're here once again. Liverpool 1, Brentford nil. And what can I say? I'm going to be honest with you lot, yeah? It's just the repetitive of the last 3 to 4 games in terms of, yeah, we're doing okay in certain aspects, but we're just in and out of the game. And the only thing is, we nullified Brentford to an extent, but I just felt we were just, I don't know, man. Just something is just missing, and it's the midfield, the defense again at times, and yeah, VVD done great assist for the goal, and Salah was our best player yesterday. He was, man. He was always trying to make things happen, and a nice little slide ball where I think Jota was through, and then he squared it, and the Gakpo really should have done better, and then Jota crossed it again, and yeah, you know what I mean, and us, like I said, watching the catching up with the player ratings, and everybody was on about Trent, and yeah, there's some great balls, but I think we're gassing Trent. I don't think he was fantastic because there's simple, and we know that he's not a great defender, but there's simple opportunities in the midfield where you can stop the attack, and you just kind of just let him go past too easily. He's not good enough, and yeah, he does his odd as many great through balls or passes he does, but at the same time he does some ones that are not great. But you know it can happen. So, I mean, yeah, like I said in previous videos, man, if we're gonna do this, then we need to get a proper right back to cover his efficiencies because Kanate and VVD can't do the same thing over time. And in these 4 games, we were exposed defensively, and even if we had a back four, the whole back line have been terrible this season. Let's be real in it. And we'll get against a better team, we will be exposed, and yeah, we will get finished off like we nearly did against Arsenal. So I'm trying to get some of the negatives. And Nunes, look, I'm gonna be real. Like with Nunes, I said it from the start. I didn't want him in the first place. If we were gonna get a replaced for money, I didn't want him. I don't rate him. He doesn't fit our system, even though his goals in Benfica and he scored against us home and away in the Champions League last season. But how many opportunities does he miss? I mean, I thought for first season if he gets 15 Premier League goals, that'd be a good season. But he's not gonna get that. Now, obviously, Drift, bro, but I'm sorry, man. So fine, you're gonna give him a chance, but next season, if he has a season as he does now, the next season, then he has to go. I'm sorry, he has to go. Because remember, Benteke, remember what clock him? Benteke was bought, and he was gone within 8 months. He was sold later, so we shouldn't be holding any allowances. You know what I mean? But Gakpo was in and out, and again, I equivalent Gakpo and Jones to one thing with both of them. They both can dribble, and Gakpo's got more pace than Jones, but dribble the ball more, beat a man, take a man on. But I just sometimes it's just too laissez, and our play was just too boring. It was just too predictable. Like, once we started quicking things up a bit, once or twice in the game 3, then we were able to create a little opportunity. You know what I mean? So, look, I'm just very harsh because I'm just annoyed that, listen, and as great as Klopp has been, let's be real, we have the same Premier League titles as Blackburn and Leicester, and we shouldn't happen. I don't care how much money City or this team, no. We've had, in the Premier League season, which started in 92-93, we had numerous seasons to win that league, and we bottled it. And we did bottle it. So, personally, we're not going to get 4 for those people trying to Newcastle and United have the games in hand, and I really don't expect them to flop, but we'll see. So on to the next one, and yeah, we just move again and see what happens in these next remaining games. But yeah, we'll see. So Liverpool 1, Brentford 0. Please put your videos in, like, share, subscribe. Let's get this going, man. And Kopish, we need to do the meetup this summer. I don't be telling you when I phone in on the live Friday night shows. Let's do a link up, a live show, yeah? But I'm signing out.
Yes, people. Viewers review: Liverpool 1, Brentford 0, and slightly different team, slightly different formation. But you know what? Same start to the game. Came out the blocks very quickly. We dealt with any of their early pressure. We put them on the back foot, and we scored early. That's what we were missing against Fulham. We scored early. It was a great ball in from Fabinho, Virgil van Dijk, great awareness. Salah, kind of a scuff finish, but it doesn't matter. Liverpool are 1-0 up to the good, and seeing Gakpo in midfield, it was a new, like I said, new formation, very brave from Klopp. He dropped the shoulder, some nice touches, really nice dribble, uh, driving the ball in, driving the ball into the final third from a deeper position. And after half an hour, man, I don't know what happened. We just lost control of the game. We couldn't put them under sustained pressure. We couldn't get the ball into the final third. They dealt with us really well. Their press was really, really good. You have to give credit to Brentford. Their press was very good. They pushed us back. We've spent a lot of time passing around the back. But one thing I will say, just like the Fulham game, our defence held up strong. Our defence was amazing today. Virgil van Dijk, other than that mistake in the first half, the first 5 minutes, he was imperious today. Just back to the Virgil that we know and love. He was excellent. Interceptions, tackles, even at the Mbueno offside goal, he made sure he held the line really, really well. So just everything about his game was perfect today. His centre back partner, it's not leaves a lot for wanting, man. He got dragged into a lot of firefights, but he's young, and these things you can iron out. It's just, again, I said this previously. It's better to win and you have a lot to work, and you have things to work on, than you lose, because at least you've got the elation of victory. Another person I want to highlight as well is Fabinho. Looking back to his best today, he was great passing. He was involved in the first goal. He was press resistant. He was holding off his man 2-3 players at a time, beating the press. Interceptions were there. I know he gave away a couple of silly challenges, but to be honest with you, one thing I will say again, after the first half an hour, it looked like we were very light in midfield. Like, there was no one really picking up and winning the second ball. And even though Trent was playing inverted, even though we had Gakpo in the middle, very technical player, even though we have Curtis Jones, it looked like we were just light. We looked like a man down at times. The other thing as well, man, some of the players as the game went on looked like they were tired. Gakpo looked tired, I know Jota blasted the ball at him, but you should kind of anticipate, regardless of how powerful the ball is coming out, you should kind of anticipate the fact that the guy's going to play the ball into you, and just try and put something on it. And he kind of looked because Gakpo likes to always take a touch before he does anything. So, he set himself up to kind of stop the ball, sort of, and then just bounced off him. It's fine. The volley, just when it looked very tired. Salah looked like he was running on empty as well as the game went on. Jota looked like he was asked to play again. He looked like it was a last minute change, to be honest with you. Like, it looked like he wasn't supposed to play, and then he asked to play, and just a very tired performance from the attackers, man. And yeah, so I just want to now touch on a few footnotes. The Anfield pitch is horrible. I can't lie to you. The first 15, 20 minutes, our players are constantly slipping and falling over. What is that? Who's the gardener? We need a new pitch. I know we're getting a new stand. Can we get a whole new pitch and a whole new set of groundsmen? Because that pitch is garbage. Are there horse racing going on midweek? What's going on midweek? The pitch is rubbish. The other thing, man, Darwin Núñez, he wasn't my first choice striker. But at the same time, I'm going to give him time, obviously. But yesterday, yikes, man. Please don't watch that back. The offside chance, I'll let you off on that, because obviously it was offside. But the touches in the box just weren't it. You had to drag the player out and try and shoot with your left foot. And then the one where he's onside, the ball gets played in long to him over the top. Head that. What are you trying to do? What was his thought process? Just fumbled the bag completely. You're a striker. Look, I know that Klopp is kind of mismanaged you, playing you left wing, but at the same time, I understand you're not the most technically gifted footballer to play up front, and you're not a false nine. The ball at your feet, you're not the best. So playing you on the left wing kind of gets the best out of your attributes, because you prefer to just run onto stuff, which is fine. But you need to head that, man. Test the goalkeeper at least. That wasn't good enough. The other thing as well, Brentford players, man, come on. This is embarrassing. You've got a very tall, physical team. And, these lot are moving like Kardashians. Anytime a man gets close to them, they just go down. What is this? It's actually kind of embarrassing. Then, it's I don't know who, was it Onyeka? Gakpo rides a challenge, and then Onyeka falls down. We get a free kick. The guy's staying on the floor. Bro, you're losing the game 1-0. What are you doing? You're gripsing up our guy, you take a knock or something, and you're just taking time on the pitch or taking time on the floor. Bro, just get up. Like, you initiated the contact and then you gave away a foul and you're pretending like you're injured. You're wasting time for what? Your team are losing. Like, just stop it. Like, I just found that very irritating. But you know what? We dodged the potential banana skin there because Brentford, man, like I said, other than that, they put us on a lot of pressure. So hope we don't have to do a head count because, to be honest, that was not the easiest of watches. Hope everyone's still with us. The blood pressure was not good at the end of 90 minutes, but it's another win. It's another clean sheet. It's a lot to build on. But the other thing I want to say is I think now, because of our midfield, like the lightness in midfield, I think it's time to. I've given up on top four, so experiment. Put Gomez at right back for the last 3 games, and then put Trent in midfield, man, because we look really light in midfield. Especially if we're going to start playing Gakpo there as well. But yeah, that's it from me. Remember, people, as always, like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell. I'm out. Peace.